So section 9.2 is a pretty complicated section, and so we're going to break it down and do a review with you first, and we're just going to look at rational expressions with like denominators first. In 9.2, we're going to have unlike denominators as well. So add this to your title page, and then update your table of contents. And let's just take a look at this fraction. So these two have common denominators, which is important when you add fractions because otherwise we would have to find common denominators. And that's what we're going to have to do in actually 9.2. But in this case, all we need to do is add straight across and keep the denominator as 15. So then we would take 4b plus 16b, and that would total 20b. So we've added them. Now we have to look to see if we can simplify them. And we can simplify them because we can reduce 20 over 15 if we divide 5 out of each of them. So that becomes 4, and that becomes 3. And you get 4b over 3. All right, go to your left page and try this problem. All right, then another one. This one is similar. We have a like denominator, but we have a binomial, meaning that there's two terms. And again, we can just add straight across, but it's c plus 2 in the denominator. And this time, 6c plus 12, you can't combine those together to make 18. You would just write it as 6c plus 12, because those are not like terms. Okay, now we look to see, can we simplify this? I see that I can factor a 6 out of the numerator. So we'd go 6 parentheses, what's left over? We got a c left over and a 2 left over. Now that I see that, I could cancel out a c plus 2. So this fraction actually reduces to just 6. Okay, go to your left page and try that one. All right, let's put this into a geometric area or perimeter problem. So we need to find the perimeter, and we find perimeter by adding all of the sides. So we know that this left side would also be 5x plus 4y over 2x plus y. And the bottom side would be 3x plus 2y over 2x plus 2y. Oh, I'm sorry, 2x plus y. Now, when we add all four of those together, they all have the same common denominator, which is 2x plus y. So then we can just add the numerators together. Looking at the x's, we've got 5 and 3 and 5 and 3. We're adding all of those together, and that would make 16x. And then if we look at our y's, 4 and 2 and 4 and 2 is 12y. All right, so now we need to factor out whatever we can and see if we can cancel anything. So I see that we could cancel out a 4 out of each of those terms. So 4x plus 3y. Now you look at the numerator and the denominator, and nothing cancels out. So you get 4x plus 3y over 2x plus y. Okay, try this one on your own on your left page. Okay, well now we're subtracting. It's the same concept. You need common denominators, and we do have that in this case. But subtracting is trickier because we have to remember that we're always subtracting. So x minus 3, we're going to take 7x minus x. And if it helps you, put that 1 in front of there. So it is 6x. 9 minus negative 5. 9 minus negative 5. Well, minus e to negative is actually plus. So that is 14. Okay, can we take anything out? I can think of 2. So you get 3x plus 7. So the answer would be 3x plus 7 over x minus 3. Let's take a look at this one. Again, it's subtraction. So we've got a y plus 5. And so we take 2y minus 3y, which would make a negative 1y, or just negative y. Negative 3 minus positive 7. Negative 3 minus a positive 7 is negative 10. And is there anything that could cancel out? Not in this case, so that is the answer. Okay, go to your left page and try this problem. Also try this one on your left page. Okay, so now we take a look at this one. These look similar, but they're not quite the same. And so what we're going to do is we're going to factor out a negative 1 out of these. It doesn't really matter which one we go with. I'm going to just pick the second one. I'm going to change this by factoring out a negative 1, which would be s plus, I'm sorry, negative s plus 11. So now that negative 1, the thing with fractions, let's just say that we've got the fraction negative 3/5. It could be written with the negative in front. It could be written with the negative in the numerator, or it could be written with the negative in the denominator. It really doesn't matter which way that we do it. And so that negative 1 can be in the top, it can be in the bottom, or it can be out in front. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up to the top. Since it's only a 1, I can do that. So let's rewrite it 3s 11 minus s plus, now it's going to become positive 5s over negative s plus 11. Okay, so the denominators are the same, even though that they're written backwards. And then the numerators are 3s plus 5s, which is 8s. There's nothing else we can do to reduce, so that's our answer. And then go to your left page and try that problem. And then that is it for today's lesson. So you can write your questions and summaries, and let me know if you have any questions when you get to class tomorrow.